Hello, welcome. We're back. We're gonna be playing some more Disco Elysium. Yeah. Getting a little sip to sip. Sounds up in the song. Got about 42 seconds. But I'm gonna let that close out. How you doing? Y'all having a good day? Y'all enjoying the weather? Hopefully it's not hella cold like it is here. It has been like 12 degrees. I need to buy another headphone arm. I'll mount it to the bottom of my desk. That's what I'm gonna do. Oh man, what a day! I have this game on both Steam, shout out to Gare, and on Switch. And I played it a little earlier on Switch and late last night because I'm an addict. Game's hella fun. Who'd have thought just talking and chatting would be that much cool fun, you know? Oh. Oh. No. He's not getting my controller. Hold up. I need to recharge the battery pack for this one. Connect to my iPad? Is my... Oh, I gotta do big picture mode probably. There we go. There we go. Seems weird. Seems weird. What? But we've recovered. We have recovered. Wrestle Kingdom is tomorrow? Oh, 2 days. Shoot. About to get on this game action. I can raise this like 90. 90 should be good. I lowered the gain on my mic. So there shouldn't be that button. There is, let me know. A little louder than I wanted it to be. I did realize I missed a lot of conversation stuff. So I'm gonna go do those. Because you get experience that way. Oh, thank you, Danny, for raiding with the party. Thank you for bringing the party. I know you had a great stream. I enjoyed talking about the process of 3D printing and whatnot.
A radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, a metallic drawer, slides out.
Take what you need, officer.
Blue Beetle.
He's clearly a little deprived, useful for the handles. You can do
Who's
good.
this streamer?
Lets you
Who's
see
this
pull-out
Pokemon?
toolbox slides back into its
And thank you
nest.
for
Preheater
resubbing.
gauge
Thank you
casts a
very
warm
much.
glow.
This is precinct 57, of course. What is the number, officer?
Yes, hold on.
What a
Her
time.
number is
Sabila.
005 1944 298.
Received. Hold on, officer.
Maybe my consoles are causing that. Maybe not.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi slowly begins to tap a little rhythm with his right foot. Quite a lot of time has passed.
I was hoping there'd be some people want to play some Halo, but I don't mind playing this as my first game of the year. No! I need to stop those notifications. How can I stop Steam notifications? That's one thing I need to do. Full stop, bro. Let me do that real quick. Trying to turn those off real quick. Turn off notifications, bro. What up, fam? Need to. I'm trying to turn off this stinking notifications. No. Yeah, my friend gifted it to me for Christmas. Okay, I gotta do for the chat. Alright, we did it. We did it, Joe. We did it. Power Washer Simulator, let's go. Those sim games are mad fun.
I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you.
Like, I low-key, I want to play more of those this year.
Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you? You mean, why did I leave the bar? Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir.
Why not?
Let's just say I left because I needed to get away from someone.
Ooh, co-op?
You know whom? What? No, why would you even think that? Please, don't bring Gar into this. It's none of your business. I already said I don't want to talk. You mean why?
Why not?
What? No, why would you even? Please, I already said I don't. You mean
why not?
Maybe, I don't know. I just know I have to take some time off right now.
There's a
No, not me. No, sorry, I don't. Not a lot of people have phones around here. Copper thieves take the wires. People don't have the money to have the cables put in again. They use the Union's phone, or the one on the coast.
So the Union has a phone, and there's one further down the coast. Got it.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
What? Of course it bothered me. But I thought the Union already knew about the corpse.
I don't know if lawn mowing
No one calls
is.
the police. The Union would get angry. You know, what the Union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own, which is like everyone here. Mm-hmm. I didn't want to get in trouble with the others.
Push her further. Show her the error of her ways.
The other people who live around here. Local people, I didn't want trouble. You don't live here. You don't understand. Squealing is frowned upon here. Everything is
There's a
dealt
certain
with,
thing you gotta
well,
trigger,
by the
and I'll
Union,
get some different
internally.
options. Portuguese sim, Jesus bomb.
Please, I just didn't want any trouble. I didn't know I had to report it. I thought someone would take him down eventually. Yes, I know. What? Of course it bothered me. No one calls... You know, what the Union said,
Push her further. Show her the error of her ways.
I didn't know...
You can almost hear the girl getting...
Okay.
There's a...
You mean why...
Why not?
You know whom? What? No, why would you... Please, I already said I don't want to talk about this. You're messing everything up again.
Oh, there's a way I
I
can
know
trigger this
who you
off.
are. You're a police officer. The law. Oh, no, I haven't, sorry.
Real
It sounds like the
policemen
guy
have
from,
uniforms too, by the way. Where's yours?
from Hades and other Super Giant games.
Right. It's better to not ask too many questions. Let's...
Please, no. Not this again. Everyone saw your cool gun detective. You were trying to impress some people with it. Everyone was eating and... Great. Anything else? Please. You were trying to impress them. You were waving it around in everyone's face, begging them to describe it. You said it calms you, and then you started making suicide jokes. It got pretty graphic.
I remember this. You were screaming things like, "My brains are all over the wall, painting them red. I won't be seeing it, 'cause these are my brains. I can't see without my brains." Very nice visuals there.
Me neither. No idea. All I know is next you were waving around money
I can
instead,
trigger
saying
something,
things
and
like,
then
"Big
she'll
bucks cannot lie," and
let me
guns
do
can't
another
buy
quest
money, but
line.
money can always buy guns. It almost looked like you pawned it. But believe me, I did not ask. You mean, why did I leave the...
Why not?
What? No, why would you even think that? Please, don't... I already said I don't... You mean, why did...
Why not?
You know whom? Maybe, I don't know. You mean, why...
Why not?
You know whom? What? No, why would you even think that? Please, don't... I already said I don't want to talk about this. I do hope so. Please, don't call me again. Bye.
Success?
No.
Damn it!
She doesn't have a problem with you. It must be someone else she's angry about. Some other... Trust me, you wouldn't want to be the guy here. You know how it is. Yak, yak, nag, nag. No.
They have over 1 million
the
voices.
guy.
So the original version of the game didn't have
Lieutenant
all the
Love.
voice lines.
Matchmaker
But
extraordinary.
they redid it for Final
Help
Cut,
the
added
poor
some
girl
content,
out.
but they're all
Unless
voice
she
lines.
turns into a spinster. What misogyny? I'm just telling things the way they are. Can't a man be honest in his own head anymore? You have to act Lieutenant Love. You have to calm that hysteric down. Tell it you've got everything under control. Then go and have a little boy's talk with God himself. Think you can do that, Lieutenant Love?
No. What?
Oh gosh, because I failed it, this is giving me a totally different option. Oh, I hate both of these options. Oh, is it still popping up? God damn it! I said for it to not pop up, man. Exhibit picture mode. Dang it. I don't know why, but it's still having my notification pop up, which is annoying. Whatever, I'll do it later. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I could revert back to the last save, but my RNG is so poor. 58% success. All right, fail. I failed more times in this playthrough than I have in any other time in my life. Maybe.
Oh God. Please, just stay out of my life.
What? What is it?
Call was terminated by the other party. Anything else, officer?
It's on. The love quest is on. Too late, everyone. It's on.
57, over.
In the cabin, you see a...
I hate it here. I hate it here. I hate that failed. I really do hate that failed. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, someone click that VOD channel link. Make sure there's a video on that channel for me real quick. God, that sucks. Cause you get to do a different quest line, but it's cool because I'm getting 2 different playthroughs. Cause you get different options in this game depending on what happens, so it's whatever. I'll let it. I'm gonna let it slide. This game takes a while to load. Thank you, Kix. The real MVP, Kix LaFleur. This is for you. This is for you. Let me hope this is set up. Hope this is set up for you. My sound effects aren't set up. Once again. Oh, this VOD's gonna suck. All of this is like, I don't know why it reset everything. Hold up. Let me reset. Let me fix this. Alright, let's see if it works now.
I ain't never ever seen you act like this before. You getting buckets. How you feel?
There you go. So basically, Windows updated, and because Windows updated, my sound stuff got messed up. It's all good though.
A colorful piece of plastic is dangling from his carabiner. On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine. The man does not mind. You probably need them more than he does.
You've just picked up some magnesium. This item is stored in the bottom left corner of the screen above your character portrait. Use magnesium to heal your morale if you have morale damage.
Nice.
It's a dock worker's ID, doubling as a shift card and a job permit.
Alright,
A young,
72%.
able-bodied man stares back at you from the photo. Santiago S. John.
Let's see what happens.
Your fingers
Oh,
find their
thank
way
God.
into the shackle, flicking open its spring-loaded gate. The metal loop holds the plastic ID. The man emits a loud snore. Are you positive that what you're doing here is You slip the plastic ID just for the record. You find a black paper note with you don't really know what this is. The sleeping dock worker has little to say about your actions. He remains silent.
My man's a slumped.
You're not 100% clear what you did here was right. But to hell with it.
Let's go ahead and ruin this relationship real quick. Oh, that's open.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
Yes.
I am
Chill.
Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41.
Fantastic.
Right. Now, I
course,
know
we
it took
default
us a
to
while
Kim.
to
It's like he
arrive at the
fucking it
scene.
up.
It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body. It was you who placed the call, yes?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
I already
You
did
said you
this.
just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only
But you still know your way around.
Yes,
I didn't imply that.
He probably means this is where you step in and ask your questions.
Yes, Detective Cousteau.
Yes. He means, do you have questions for me, like a police officer would?
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real. Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
The IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part of the world you're in right now, it's safe to assume he means you owe him some money.
Wow, you're a genius. Yes, that's right, money. You owe this establishment 130 real. I'm sorry, but he has to pay. I can't let him stay here any longer if he doesn't. If he doesn't have the money by tonight, then...
Officer, maybe you're better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away.
You mean somewhere else to run up a huge debt? I don't think so. The union's squeezing most places
Oh,
out of
we
business
broke
to
in
fund
this
the
game,
strike.
by the way.
You're better off
We are
home.
broke.
No, don't. There's no need. You really need to take this up with your station. I have a shortwave radio in my car. Call them.
Good luck.
Oh, I didn't get to do the thing.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it. But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere. You don't really know, do you? A vague, blackened image doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay. If you can try.
Alright, so I should have critical race theory now. And a advanced race theory in 11 minutes. So I didn't get the what's it called? The feminist stuff, which is unfortunate. But it's fine. I did get some valuable information earlier. It's pretty crazy that my playthrough on my Switch and my playthrough on here are two totally different outcomes right now. Like, everything is so different. It's kind of funny. Oh, what up, Kyrie? Happy New Year, my guy. How you doing, man?
Pull-out toolbox and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
How you doing? How's your New Year going?
How may I
Happy New Year, happy holidays.
Right.
Doing pretty good. Is it late or early where you're at?
10-4, come in. Fireworker, over.
Ah!
10-4, I hear you. I don't have the authority to grant your request, but...
7:30?
What does he
Okay.
want now?
Okay.
He's asking for money.
Is he fucking kidding?
I don't think he is.
This game is sick.
Don't give
It's
that asshole anything.
it's a narrative
He's just
based
gonna
game,
drink it
so
all.
like point and click adventure. He's in UAE, I think.
Right, that's a negative on the additional funds, sir.
God,
Over.
nice.
He says it's important to the case.
He isn't getting a red cent. You can tell him that.
Request denied, sir. Over. Anything else, sir? Over. Roger that. 10-10, over and out.
Broke. My man said Dubai shit. I gotta wait for this.
Hello again, my man. What's on your mind? Ah, man. Me and narcotics go way back. Had some good times surfing the
Okay, that's
psychic
not
waves of
bad.
my own consciousness,
I know. Look at me. I appeal to the masses, bro.
But those days are behind me. There are other addictions in my life now. Why the inquiry, my man? Hey, man, that's serious criminal talk. Are you trying to pull some sort of an entrapment thing on me?
Entrapment is a practice whereby an officer of the law induces a person to commit a criminal offense
What
that
up,
the person would
cynical?
have otherwise
What
been
up?
unlikely to commit, usually through some trickery, persuasion, or fraud.
Then what's your deal here?
We have a credible lead, sir. Someone on this roundabout is waiting for a bulk shipment from the harbor to load it on their lorry and drive it to Jamrock.
Everybody's chilling, having a good time.
Not me, man. No way. I don't need any trouble. Shit's bad enough anyway. This jam's got folks up in arms, and I'm afraid it's headed toward a conflagration. Gotta guard the stuff. Bosses don't look kindly on missing cargo, and it gives me time to work on my rhymes.
A rhymesmith.
Oh, he's
This
got
is
bars?
quite
Hold
credible.
up.
It goes with its cadence and way of speaking.
Look, man, I try to stay away from the criminal underbelly of Revachol. I'm a guest here. You really need to find another man to probe with those questions.
Whoa.
Your best verse? You don't even have a bad verse in here.
That's brutal, man. But you know, time will...
No, stop. He's already mortified.
I can't.
That's,
In the name of God, what are you doing?
Yeah, I get that. And Yeah, I get it. These are your rhymes. They're from your life. Doesn't matter if they're robust, they're honest. So, thanks, man.
He's not lying. He liked the end.
Woo!
Yes, and I also thank you for stopping. We have a drug investigation to return to. How about we do that?
I can't do anything else until I finish this other stuff.
Advanced race theory.
I'm mad I
Everything is
messed up
calm
the
in the
feminist.
eye of the race storm. Your mind is lucid and bright. The mind-bending phylogenetics appear more distant and, to be fair, a little ridiculous. The great race mystery has
How's
cleared
everybody's New Year
up. All
going
that's
so
left
far?
to do is verbalize your
My
thoughts.
man got
Go and
some
talk
bars.
to
They're weak
Measurehead
bars, but he got
about your
some bars.
newly found insights.
What do I get? Rhetoric raised to 5. +1 conceptualization. Nice. Alright, so I have volumetric shit compressor. Advanced race theory. So I can learn another one. Cool. I'll lose logic there. Morale's decent. You can always forget this stuff. Do I have any skill points? I don't think I have any skill points. Not yet. I need to get my physical up. I need to get my logic up. Well, actually, I need to get my empathy up. I need to get. Let's look what can I do right now. Kuna, Hangman, Tamalaho, physical, sleeping dock worker. Well, let me quick save real quick. So you gotta play like a JRPG. Save, save, save. We have more information.
Something odd? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
Yes, racist.
Drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body.
He takes a long drag on his cigarette. The irony.
You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Miriza, Safre, Ilmara. They take the money from our local junkies here and then use it to outcompete us in the manufacturing sector.
Oh God?
They know they can't beat us in a fair fight, so they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage.
You're right, Ali.
Racial economic
You're right.
sabotage.
He eyes you warily, unsure how to respond. This goes on for about 2 seconds. Then,
how about this? How about this?
I don't know shit.
Next
If I
Friday's
did, I
the
wouldn't
like
tell
12
you.
to 18 hour stream. It's supposed to be 18 hours. If we can hit during the stream on Friday, if we can hit a certain number of subs, I'll put it up. We'll do Colonel Sanders. But you all have to hop in VC and voice a character. That is what we agreed upon. That's what we're gonna do. All right.
What do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff's been getting looted lately. It's those little kips sneaking around at night. If they touch my stuff, the bosses will be on my ass like ass cancer. Isn't it obvious? Fucking Sealang, that beady-eyed South Samaran. His little side business is a scam. I wouldn't be surprised if he was peddling drugs as well. He's a Samaran guy who likes to pretend he's some kind of businessman. Really, he's just selling his employer stuff. Stuff he stole after he broke the seals on his Humanox lorry.
I think my Game Awards video was blocked worldwide because of copyright.
Just follow the smell. It smells like apricot and oil when you're nearby.
Yes, yes. Where is he?
Looks like I offended your partner there.
Yeah, you already did, you racist.
Too bad. Sealing's usually a little bit south
I remember
of
you
here,
passing
near
out.
the canal.
Yup.
You can't miss him. Just watch yourselves. His tribe are natural liars. It's in their blood. He's your man,
Let's
right?
not repeat those comments, please.
100%.
I wouldn't be so sure about it. Not until we've heard what Sealing himself has to say.
Guess so. Drugs? You know where that... They know they can't beat us in a fair fight. So they have to... Not in, not out. I'll never betray the purity of my tribe.
So you're telling us that you don't know anything
I
about
do
drug
want to
smuggling through
get
Terminal B?
an Oculus VR headset. I just gotta get my
I don't know
life
shit. And if I
organized
did,
for when the
I
move's
wouldn't
gonna
tell
happen.
you. What do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff's been getting loot. Drugs? You know, they know they can't beat us in a fair fight. So they have to... I don't go for that foreign piss. Proper booze is made in Moon...
The man bites his lip and drops the near-finished cigarette lingering between his fingers. He reaches for a new one.
Dang. Oh, we hit it. We did something right. We got a free autosave, so we did something right. I'm not conceptualizing anything right now. You got jokes. That's one thing you got. Oh, there's a really cool moment that y'all won't get to see where, oh man, you flip the bird to a bunch of people. It's pretty fucking great. Sometimes.
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape.
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please,
Someone
let's
book
just
Fawn.
try to enjoy the game, all right?
Let him do the open mic night.
I'm trying to.
Fawn's gonna
but
blow
you
up.
keep
Will become
breaking
his
my
road
concentration.
crew.
You're old.
Making sure he gets
I
to his
can
appointments
see
and stuff
that.
on time.
We're both old. Now stop grabbing
Warm
your
up the
ass
crowd
like
with
it's a
some very
girl.
light comedy.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions. Shoot first. Ask questions never. That's the spirit. Don't even waste your breath asking about the game.
But
They
if I
wouldn't know
fucking fail an
anyway.
83%, I'm
They're
just shutting my
way
PC down
past their
midstream, bro.
prime. You are immediately surprised by the ball's lack of weight. No matter, you'll make it work. The cold metal ball is surprisingly smooth against your neck. It has a pattern on it, probably a sponsored ball. Yours would only be covered with bumps of learning and scars of
Pull the Dave Chappelle.
Already, your muscles are adjusting to the weight. A chilly breeze ruffles your hair as you stand there, feet firmly planted. All sounds,
Hey, yo, relax.
smells, even the
Relax.
wind, everything fades until the only thing left is the union of man and ball. An embodiment of pure motion. A fine-tuned locomotor
This is
running
great.
at maximum efficiency. Some would still say you're a cop, but I guess we're beyond that now.
Why did I do that? Why did you do that?
Merde! Bordel de merde!
A whorehouse of shit. It wasn't whorehouse of shit. The shot was at least 23 meters, probably 24, and then some. Nothing to...
What the hell is your problem?
Oh my god, why did he do that? He just shot put it.
You can't play pétanque with 5 bull?
Oh man.
Well, it damn well isn't. It's pétanque. You ruined a pétanque game. We want our bull back.
Take it easy, René. This is just a misunderstanding, isn't it, officer?
René want that head, boy.
Of course there's harm done, you orange slug. You are as a goddamn bull. Good. Mistakes are forgiven when men at least try to right their wrongs. I believe you will try. Now, why did you approach us?
Yes. Why did you come here? It's unlikely they know anything about the murder.
Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement. But this affair has passed me by completely. In Martinez.
I'm so mad. That boy.
Can you really blame
obviously
him?
everybody just throwing the ball right there. He gets.
Cop is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets.
He doesn't know about the crime. Your time is better spent discussing politics.
I'm confident they are indispensable in regard to all the paperwork and other administrative duties. But you must agree that nature, in her infinite wisdom, has made men more fit to perform certain, more challenging tasks. Don't you, officer? Really, officer. Match an average woman against an average man in a dark alley and see who comes out on top. Gender equality is a very noble, very modern idea. But in real life, primal roles prevail. But
Yeah, man, you said some suspect shit, my guy. Exactly. Straight up beat that ass, boy. I can get bottles. Make money. Oh god, I gotta tell them how it is with women. This can only end so well. I picked up a med kit. Alright, Gart. I'm pulling up. Gart. I need you to listen to me talk to you about women and ultimately fail at talking to you about women. That's what's going to happen right now. Am I okay with what's about to happen? Absolutely not. But we don't have any other option.
Can I help you?
God.
Oh, but he should be. Lay it on him. Of course you do. This was your plan all along. This is how you fix it for them. By answering the woman question.
Wonderful.
It is.
I hate
it's
it here.
wonderful.
I hate it here.
What does that mean? Cock carousel. Huh?
Yeah, this feels right. It feels wise. Good setup. Now speak the real shit.
Does it mean you talked to her? What else did she say about me?
What else do you need?
Oh God, no. Oh man.
He looks at you, spinning your arms.
She broke the bird, you know. The great skewer. I found it on the ground with the broken wing. On the morning. I should have known. It was her way of telling me to piss off. I should stuff it up my arse.
Or you broke the bird. It can also be that. I think Sylvie even. Yes, the bird is connected to this. It's a symbol of hope, and she broke it.
No, it was her. She's off to ride that carousel you told me about. Cock carousel. I understand now.
Oh,
they ride the cock carousel until the clock runs out. Here, have the rest. Now, let me have a drink and think about this shit for a moment. On my own.
And there we have it. Isn't that beautiful? Another situation fixed by Dr. Love.
That was not how I thought I was gonna go. But, you know, be like that sometimes. I gotta track down my gun. Gotta check out the driver. I need to get more points, though. I don't want to do that one because it takes on my logic. I need to talk to her later. This song that plays in the shop is pretty sick, though. Not gonna front. Not going to front. Ollie, did you see if he got exposed for the skeleton, the clip he posted? pretty fun. So here, I can collect bottles and get some a little bit of cash money for it. What? Oh, they roasted. Oh, he got. Ooh. Eviscerate. It was funny. It was mad funny though. I'm not gonna lie.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? Of course. Everard Of course not. Everard is fantastic. He is the most corrupt individual. Have you seen him? Edgar looks it's how they circumvent the term. Of course. They're a leaf every word.
Most of the workers probably don't know what that means.
In its defense, another said, demand democracy. Pretty tame stuff compared to every worker, a member of the board.
Oh, Delicate was really good. Yeah, Delicate was really good. I guess I'm in the chat. Oh, man. And you know what? The thing is, like, because of his brand, he has to hold that. He has to hold that, man.
It's quite simple, you see. Just so you understand, this is but one of 22. They're having a blast. But I'm not sure. And now...
Excuse me. From whom did you hear about this lynching?
I first heard it from the boyer at the gates. The one whose very name advertises his aversion to work. I think he said it was, call me mañana.
This checks out.
Of course. How else can I help? On the contrary, officer. There are yet camionneurs you have not talked to. And don't look so surprised. In a time like this, it would be strange if Wild Pines didn't have eyes on the harbor.
Oh, yeah, he got
They must have someone in an overlook position near the gates.
I suggest you go back and canvass for more.
Oh man. Yeah, it was his lawn decoration for Halloween that he had out. And I think he put like a costume on it and everything for you to see and whatnot. And he said it blew over. Oh yeah. Was somebody got mad at me for talking about how I thought Oreo Cakesters were mid. Cause like yeah, if Cakesters were so good, why'd that snack get canceled? Like that's my only question, bro. If Cakesters were that good, why were they still around? Why aren't they still around? Okay, that's a dead body.
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic.
58%, let's see what happens.
No, these tracks are not interesting at all. Let the street sweeper just sweep them away. Cop habit. This isn't case related, you think?
Shit was funny, man. Shit was good.
Hello again, officer.
I'm cool with having conversations about like bad snacks and shit like that. Don't get me wrong. To me, that's funny. That's real funny to me, honestly. Like those conversations about dumb stuff like TV show character development, favorite cancel snacks, like that shit's funny to me. Because some people get passionate about dumb
Your
things.
bottles clunk into the machine, and
Ooh,
the
I got
money
$2.
appears.
Let's go. So for me, it's like, bro, I will get heated about something, but it's really just me bullshitting, just having fun. Like, look, I watch stuff to not think. Okay, my snacks, I eat them, I enjoy them, I move on. That's what I do with snacks. See, let me quick save real quick. Yeah. Like, it's not an anime, you know? I'm gonna beat somebody's ass. Bag of money.
Hola, wandering man. How can I help you?
You can't pull it off because I need Naruto's open who I am. Alright, y'all. Let's see what happens when we talk to this guy again. Last time he gave me a dissertation about race.
The unpromising race pupil returns.
Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that.
This is the dude with the koofy hat.
Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront international capital. Something your race, naivistic communists, never did. Of course you are, Revacholian man. The failure of communism to challenge the world order is the core of your race fate. All around you, above all, rampant multinational finance still reigning large. Tell me, where have you gotten your love of pathetic offshoots of the Seminoles people invented disco while having sex under the influence of cocaine?
What?
It is a shame upon my race. But what is done is done. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much.
The Measurehead stoically looks to the distance in silence.
And look, babe. The rich man has humiliated and emasculated this couple. He can only think in base materialist categories and
Have a
feminine.
good night, bro. Get some good night rest.
Rich man really fucked him over, Jean.
His rage is already played out on the stage of history as the grotesque tragedy
Dream
of
metabots and massive helmets.
all it can accomplish now is impotent academic text and neurosyphilitic rock and
Getting
roll.
grilled by this guy.
Impotent class warrior. I take pity on you. You clearly want to enter the harbor bad, like a little boy who wants to go on the potty. I can press the button for you. It will open the door. Very well. You may enter the door once. Our race conversation here has concluded.
I wanted to say the working class rise again.
Finally. Let's go.
Because it will. It will. But not worth it. Damn. Oh, what was y'all's favorite album from 2021? I want to see some music get dropped in the chat. Yeah, I'm really glad I don't have chat popping up again in the VODs, because stuff like that, Ali, would get us both canceled. Unlocked came out in 2020. Unlocked 1.5 came out in early 2021. You've been moving across the globe? Shit, I'm about to be like, I'm about to lock down my spending so I can get this move on. Oh. I try to get like, I want to attempt to get a big fat zero. A jacket?
The tarpaulin cloak is still hanging on the railing. The white rectangle of the Revachol Citizens Militia is clearly visible on its back. As your fingers touch the tarpaulin, it almost feels like the cloak wants to deliver a message of comfort through your fingertips. I will shield you from the elements and give my life for yours. That's what the cloak is relaying.
Why is it? I told her not to pop it up. Told her not to pop it up. Taking back the streets.
those empty wine bottles and cigarette butts on the ground. Someone partied really, really hard here. Well, they went through 6 bottles of potent Pilsner.
Oh God.
3 bottles of Commodore Red, and almost 4 packs of cigarettes.
Well, yes, I think we can say with relative confidence that it was you.
Ha!
Yes, this scene isn't exactly ripping with joy. Let's just move on.
I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed of myself. Close to getting another skill point. So that's good.
This is the night watchman's booth. The name on the door reads, René Arnaud. Listen, it's okay to take a few minutes to yourself. Sit down and have a breather.
If you must. But please hurry. We are pretty easy to spot over here.
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. There's a framed photograph on the table. It's a black and white photo of a young couple out in a street fair. The man,
God, I took this photo.
is dressed in a Royal Carabinier uniform. The girl is young and very pretty. She is smiling playfully at the camera.
Probably heard.
Why did you take that picture of René? You're really interested in that old soldier. Not sure I understand your fascination, but sure, as long as it doesn't take up a whole lot of time.
I really smoked my life away.
The imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you from the wall. A note on the side says, tokens unavailable due to strike. Use change.
Actually, let's see. Let's dial it.
The machine swallows your coin and seems to be waiting for your next move. It's unclear whether you actually have muscle memory. Right now, your finger is just drawing. Undoubtedly, sure, why not? Muscle memory is a trick.
Sucks. Let's hear your bathroom, huh? Got some pills. Got some shades. Boy, we got some drip.
On second glance, someone has forgotten to properly close one of the drawers.
It's unfortunate for the Union to just leave their paperwork lying around like this.
Let's see what's inside, he thinks. The drawer opens smoothly. Inside, hundreds of documents containing logistical data. 2 kinds of transactions stand out. Materials coming into Revachol from the outside world, from Muindi, Grad, and even Ilmara. And the same materials being handed over to companies inside Revachol. Couron, Coal City, La Delta,
So the
and
drugs are
Jamrock
going?
are listed among the many districts where the imports are being sold. It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages. You try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry.
All right, lady, look, give me something good.
Look how blurry
Nope.
all the lines on these papers are. How unwieldy your own willpower is to yourself. You're like an absurdist Samaran monk. Hermeneutics was almost within your grasp, but now
1
the
point in
drawer
total.
slide.
great. I love it. I need to get my empathy up and my volition. But of course, I can't do anything right now. The orange, yeah, it's bad.
The already familiar cold touch of plastic welcomes you.
Am I soft locked? Oh shit. I can't do anything till I get another point. I literally can't leave. So I can't leave until I can call the union leader. But because I can't call the union leader, I'm literally stuck. And it's like, cause it's locked. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is terrible. Alright, fatty, we gotta figure out how to get the fuck out.
Control panel with several knobs, 2 buttons marked Marsh and Arrête. Off, Marsh. On, Arrête. Off. With a loud grind, the crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air.
I did something. I don't know if it was right or wrong, but I did something.
And with a surprisingly quiet thunk, the crane places the container down. The harbor sleeps as the strike rages in the distance. The crane can rest again, now that its purpose has been fulfilled. Moving this...
I can't see how that was worth the ruckus, except for seeing the crane in action, which I admit was satisfying.
God, how can I leave this place, man?
Before you stands a cargo container, just one of many in the yard.
You do? Because I don't. There are a million containers here. Why are you fixating on this one? There may very well be, but we are not here to look for that. We are not here to interact with containers. We are here to talk to the Union, right?
No reply.
Oh, did something right. Autosave. Gloves, dude, baby. Okay, industrial size thermos. I can probably put the this away.
The front of this quarterly journal features a large satirical portrait of the late King Frieza. From the sides of his head, a pair of white antlers spread to the corners of the cover. Because white antlers are one of the symbols of communism, they represent a society in accord with the natural world and at the same time above it. Because Friesel was incompetent, foolish, and cruel. In short, the embodiment of everything the communards wished to overthrow. It's satire, you see. To your disappointment, there aren't any full-color pictures to direct your attention. Just column after column of closely set text, interrupted occasionally by little doodles in black and white. After rifling the pages with your thumb several times, you return to the table of contents.
Stupid and drunk.
The magazine is divided into several sections. International developments, Kunst und Kultur, and local concerns. Comrade, as you know, this journal takes its name from Mazov's immortal expression, du cristal à la fumée. This was his way of describing the way the rigid, crystalline structures of capitalist ideology turned to smoke under communism. But, like the structures of capitalist ideology, we too are at risk of going à la fumée, unlike many publications which are content to spoon-feed their readers reassuring drivel. La Fumée is committed to telling the radical truth, even when that truth may drive away potential subscribers.
We're about to be
Only
radicalized by
4
the end of this,
issues
y'all.
in, and it sounds like they've already alienated their readership. So please, if you value our radical Mazovian perspective on contemporary politics, culture, and international affairs, please consider subscribing today.
What do you expect? It was laying around the office of the Debarders Union. They're probably bankrolling the thing.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you. This section includes a long, tedious critique of the latest. You also skip up. Face it, you really are. You flip back to the front of. Unsurprisingly, much of this section is taken up with articles declaring unqualified support for the dock workers' strike. You skim the headlines. Paint the harbor red and white. Martinez tames the wild pines. A city in revolt. First we take Martinez, then we take La Delta. Finally, there's a brief article by the writer, G. Martin, accusing the owner of the Capeside apartments of illegally attempting to evict certain communist tenants simply for not having paid their rent. According to these editorials, there can be no accommodation with the forces of international capital or their mucilaginous allies in the coalition.
Oh my goodness.
Judging from the context, it's something very large and fundamental. You should probably know about it already. Honest. You flip back to the front of the magazine. Unsurprised. Finally, there's a brief article by the writer, G. Martin, accusing the owner of the Capeside apartments of illegally attempting to The writer, G. Martin, remarks dryly, "It's true. The rentiers have been bleeding you dry. You really ought to find your own place one of these days." You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table. It takes a moment. Why they decided to title this one section Invalda is beyond. It evokes a sense of recognition and fellowship among those privileged enough to understand. As you leaf through this section, the main feature though, this so-called artist spotlight is really just. The actual article is surprising if you don't follow it. You flip back to the front. Unsurprised. You skip. Finally, there's a brief article by the writer, G. Martin, accusing that, according to these editorials, private enterprise is simply a means of organizing labor that would already happen, regardless. It goes on to call the Wild Pines a nightmarish transnational leech sucking the life from the laboring classes of Martinez. You flip back to the front of the magazine. The tape.
Container, I'll turn you nice and red. Container, put the logos on.
The lyrics to this container song are being made up as he goes along. The accent is so thick, it's impossible not to notice he's Ubi, from the vanishing peninsula of Ubisunt on Muindi.
Container, container, used to be Wild Pines. Container, container, now belongs to Everard. Everard, 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 he looks after everyone. Huh? Well, hey there. How can I help you, mister?
What up, Leo?
I see you are not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you? I mean, I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know, and folks gotta eat. Just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister. Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up. Oh yes, born and raised in Irish, mister. Mum had to leave my dad after he got a bit violent. Took us here to the new world. I was about 10 then, too old to lose my accent then. People say us Ubis are up to all sorts of trouble with sheep and other animals and whatnot.
Oh gosh.
I just want you to know there was never any of that where I come from. No sir, those are just
This game is
nasty
about
rumors.
racism and politics.
Thank you for
Love it here.
clarifying that, sir.
Oh, you want Mr. Everard then? He's an awfully nice fellow, he is. Him and his brother are both nice fellows. They've lived their entire lives in this here neighborhood. Guys like Mr. Everard and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are real good guys. Oh, Mr. Everard is where he always is. In his office, of course. Yes, yes. Everybody needs a job, and this is mine. I'm Leonard, by the way. Leonard Bellick. But everyone
Leonard
calls
Bellick?
me
In relation to Nico Bellic?
I'm like Mr. Everett's right-hand man when Mr. Edgar is out of town, and Mr. Edgar's right-hand man when Mr. Everett is away. Actually, Miss Beaufort is the right-hand man, but she's a lady.
Who is this, Miss Beaufort?
A real pretty lady with a skin like those Douai Sucre candy bars my missus likes so much. Them are real nice to suckle on once the dinner is done and me and the missus sit down beside the radio. But I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's so much to do around here, and I'm always busy keeping things running here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Who is Miss?
Oh, Lizzie. She is a real sharp tool.
Oh, you're on those
Mr.
terms.
Everett put her through some fancy school and everything, east of the river. 4 years she was gone, and when she came back, she was all fancy and lawyerly.
Oh?
He respects that word. That's obvious.
But she's a real nice girl. Grew up in this here
And again, if you're
neighborhood.
watching, feel
Knows
free to
everybody and
hit
gets
that link
along
for the
with
VOD
everyone.
channel.
Real
where
pillar
these
of the
streams go
community
straight
one
there
day, I'm
For
sure.
your enjoyment.
If me missus and me
Or to
was to
roast
have
me,
a
doesn't
child,
matter.
I'd
Or
be
clip
real
me out.
happy if she turned out like her.
Oh yeah.
She can't have kids.
100%. Oh, she can't have kids.
Dr. Lemaitre said so, and she knows about such things. Been a doctor for almost 50 years she has.
So Everett trained a lawyer named Miss Beaufort. Interesting.
Yes, this place really seems to run like clockwork. Keep it up, Leo.
Well, thanks a lot. Coming from you, it means a lot, really. Sometimes I feel some of the guys don't really get how much I bust my ass for them here. Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So it's easier for the crane operators to spot them.
Let's watch the RNG screw me over again.
The containers
Oh, it gave
in
it
the
to
yard
me.
are green in Wild Pine's livery, and the mountains rising behind Leo is all red in Union colors. It's like some red infection was spreading outwards from the container yard's core.
No, not really. Mr. Everett doesn't tell me all the big things. Says I go and tell them to everyone.
Ah.
Yes, they are hiding it from the inside. All the red containers have the Debarders Union logo on them.
Oh, no trouble at all, mister. No trouble at all. Oh, most of the guys are down at the gates, keeping the scabs from coming in. We're on a strike. The whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike. Ha! We haven't worked for 2 months now.
So no one is working?
Not everyone is down there, of course. Mr. Everard is in his office, where he always is. And Jean-Luc is guarding the gate. But Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and Everard sent them on a nice vacation. For a week or so.
They're dead.
Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about that. That's union business. Him and his boys stirred up something in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I heard Mr. Everett telling them to take some time off. I guess the boys got a bit too rowdy and had to let out some steam. I don't really know the details. That's just how boys are, you know. I haven't been in a fight since I was in middle school.
Oh?
Easy, Leo. Let's keep this on the hearties.
Look at him. It's not going to be anything useful anyway. Don't fight it. Better to go with the flow. Too late. Leo's mouth is still moving, and the words are spewing forth. Words. Now he's talking about some drunk sawmill owner who... No. He already switched to a prized fishing rod he apparently owned.
Oh, we're on a...
So no one?
No, but Titus and his boys got into some... him and his boys stirred up something in town. No, I don't think they killed anyone. Let's better talk about something else. Titus and his...
He probably doesn't know anything anyway. Who in their right?
Bye-bye now.
Alright, so that was a success. I got some white checks I need to do. So let me look at this real quick. I'll wait to do my points until after. It's true. Yesterday was my first stream. You were here yesterday, right? Yeah. Cause yesterday was my first stream in almost 20 days. I took like 3 weeks off, man. I know there was the pun, the joke there. I know. Oh, you weren't? Oh yeah, but yeah, you definitely didn't see me because I was off. Taking a well-needed streamer break. Oh, this guy looks miserable.
Before you is a walrus of a man seated behind a large desk. He looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised to see you. With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing. He simply stares at you.
That is a scary-looking portrait.
Welcome, Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi. It's good of you two to stop by. Please, have a seat. I'm Everard, Everard Clare, head of the Debarders Union here in Martinez. I'd offer you my hand, but unfortunately my health prevents me from getting up. You understand?
He looks extremely comfortable. The tiny folding chair, on the other hand, looks like a torture device.
You do be facts.
You go ahead, detective.
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. I'll do my best. Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name.
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us converse in a civilized manner, as equals. Take a seat. I insist.
It's nothing. Yes, that's probably right. It's nothing. Forget about it. Filter it out.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another. So tell me, how can the head of the Debarders Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
Oh.
The chair you're sitting on has got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world. It's violating your backside.
Surely is. I can't save.
Oh, by the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Gart. Some people have no manners, it pains me to say. This should take care of that nonsense.
Wow.
It should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with the cafeteria manager. Go ahead, take it.
Wow, that's 25 real. That's good money. You need it.
Yes, I know Lawrence. He's a real character. No union man in him. A real piece of work, that boy is.
With a grin, he points to the checker game. It's like you're on a game show. At least don't thank him for it.
I'll take it.
Is there anything you'd like to say to me? Or...
No.
Cool? I wouldn't go that far. I'm sure there are cooler things than delivering a comically oversized novelty check to a cafeteria manager. But, sure, if that's what's cool nowadays. Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease
what's the hell
about
point for
one
that
other
seat
matter.
being awful?
Your lost gun.
You know how messed
Let
up
me
that is
assure
saying
you,
posture's important
union
in a
people
video
are on
game?
it as we speak. I've got my best hounds looking for that lost gun.
His slug-like lips move, but all you hear is an echo. Lost gun, lost gun, lost gun. The world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Only two words escape its gravitational pull. Lost and gun.
Are you all right, Harry? You seem anxious. Don't be. Everything's going to be all right. It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their own mouths. It's in a safe place. I just know it. I have a feeling everything's going to be all right.
It was loaded. There were 2 bullets in it. You always keep at least 2 barrels loaded.
Officer, we will deal with this later. We don't need Mr. Clare's help with this.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Well, here I go. About to take another fat L. Ha!
God, you're sweating. Your knee is jerking. You're about to cry, aren't you? You're about to cry because you lost your gun and those children are gonna shoot themselves with it. You want to cry?
Mr. Dubois, you don't look so good.
Torture.
What is this, Mr. Dubois? He keeps repeating. What is he trying to pull here? You need to cool the fuck down.
Mr. Dubois! Mr. Dubois! Harry! Mr. Dubois, are you okay? Can I get you a glass of water or something? Are you having some kind of medical emergency?
Pain!
Maybe you could use your hands somehow, in a kind of throw-in motion, like you're throwing that Mr. Dubois act right back at him. He's Mr. Dubois.
What an odd demonstration of... you got me, Harry. I don't even know what. As entertaining as it was, I'm afraid we're wasting our time. And I'm an extremely busy man.
I hate you,
as I'm sure you
whale
are too.
of a human being.
Okay, enough. We are here to ask you some questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Quick, here's your window. Get yourself together. It is about time to stop embarrassing yourself. Questions will help you regain some of your lost dignity.
Yes, your lost gun. My best men are on it. That your gun will be found.
The only way to find it seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun hostage. Who knows? Only one thing is certain. If you work with him, you're going to get it back. And working with him might be the only way to do it.
Damn it, Harry. That's exactly what it means. I'm only kidding, of course.
Of course. I understand. We help you, You help us.
Oh, of course. That's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez. I know everything that goes on around here, and I would love to help, like I'm helping you with your lost gun.
Why are you speaking like that?
I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand you need to interview me, but there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow this thing wide open.
Yes, that sounds good. Let's do that.
But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines, incredibly talented at opening doors.
I'm not sure I understand. If you're asking us to break down someone's door, it's not going to happen.
Come now. I just need you to go open a little door for me and leave it unlocked. A simple thing. Absolutely nothing shady about it.
No.
The stars aligned into a cosmic frown here. He has your fate decided. Bide your time, however, and let the stars continue their course, and that frown shall turn into a smile. Only if you play along.
Oh, no one's. It's just a weasel. A weasel lives there. Nothing for you to worry about. A loud blabbering weasel. When weasels feel no one is watching, they start acting foolishly. Just go there, unlock the door, and leave it open. It's been such a burden on me, Harry. I just want this to be over so I can discuss business with you. Fantastic, my friend. You can get the key from Manana. He's down by the gates. Manana's like a free agent in the Union. Special operations. Hardened socialist. A real free thinker, too. He'll tell you precisely where the door is. One last thing, Harry.
Oh, God.
Just open the door. You don't need to go in or anything. I just want that weasel to come home and see the unlocked door. My dear Harry, there are literally millions of containers in this harbor. I couldn't pop... Harry, you smooth-talking son of a bitch.
Smooth talking. Maybe that's the
calm
way
down,
to go
Jamal.
about opening the container. You should...
Oh, that's very nice. I haven't gotten around to her yet. I'm very, very busy, you see. I hope you're getting along. One thing I want to make very clear, Harry, is that this is not some kind of union versus corporation situation. Everyone is just pals here. We're all trying to do what's best for Martinez. Don't feel like you can't cooperate with her because you and I are such good friends and I'm helping you find your lost gun. I'm not a jealous guy. What do you mean, Harry? Nothing. I let him go. He's an old man, Harry. I wanted him to spend more time with his family. God knows how long he's got left. Harry! I have little people in my organization. Honestly, I'm beginning to think you're a midget, Harry. I'm only kidding, Harry. You're not a midget. No one is. We're pals. If she actually wants to see me, she will find a way. Any good negotiator would. And I just don't have anything to discuss with a bad negotiator.
Oh, so
He doesn't want to see her. It's as simple as that.
Yes, yes. Low balling, of course. This isn't a casino, Harry. Real people, real livelihoods are at stake here. But everything's a casino for those rich types.
His expression makes it clear. This is childish and irresponsible behavior.
Of course, Harry. I have no interest in what she is doing, but I myself have nothing to hide. Your business is your business, and I respect your privacy. Just remember, none of this
Thank
is
y'all for
secret.
sticking around as we play a narrative game. Like,
Tell her
I'll
about
be watching
all of
some
it.
other people
My
playing
brother's picture,
action-packed
my
stuff,
singing
which I'm sure got other
swordfish cock.
browsers,
Tell
tabs.
her how overweight
But
I am and
appreciate
how
y'all
I'm
for
helping you find your lost gun. Tell her about everything. Everett doesn't mind.
It is rather interesting to tell people things about each other, isn't it? It was nice telling him about her right now.
Wait. You need this to get in and out through the gate. Here, you're one of us now. A real red and white union man.
I don't want to be a union man, but it's fine. Alright. A little empathy. Yeah, let's a little empathy. Let's quick save it real quick. I hate that novelty check, man. Oh yeah, that's right, I gotta go through here. I wish... Oh, I need to go buy the map is what I need to go do. Go get the map, and I should be good to go. I did Volition because I think I need it for some other task. I need to get my strength up, physical stuff up for the body. But I don't think I need to worry about the body at this moment. I think that body can be done later, just because that's like the main quest line right now. But yeah, thank y'all for hanging out as we disco the Elysium away. I wonder if I hit the button while I just break some shit. I kind of want to try my luck, but I need to go talk to Renee about the photo. But I also don't need to do all the other stuff. And remember, I have a VOD channel now. I want to keep on dropping this. VOD channel now. Go ahead and get that a little sub. Show it some love. See what happens. You know, we got our one subscriber right now, which is just me and my other account. Oh, we got 2. Thank you for the 2nd subscriber. Thank you. Real MVP.
The file cabinet stands steady as ever, and the unlocked drawer slides out to greet you. The drawer.
Send a Volition. Got it. I can buy some other things too that'll help out. I'm kind of upset I missed out on the feminist one. That would have helped a lot. But I'm trying to learn how to build character in this game. Alright, we're out.
So, how'd you like our harbor?
You've been in there, he means. Talked to the boss man too, probably.
It's but a rest area on the path leading across open plains. Right, you talk to the boss eye to eye, like men of the plain. A key, huh? What door is this key supposed to open? Of course, I got you. You don't know anything.
Oh, man.
I got that key right here. And let me tell you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during the strike. Working class solidarity, as they say. Polar weasel? Oh, I know what you mean. What you're looking for is a basement door behind the greenhouse. That's behind the wailing and rags.
No!
That's all I know.
I don't want to be
Our
racist.
organization is what you call compartmentalized. Means we keep out of each other's business.
Okay, but where did you get the key from?
The janitor gave it to me. Nice fella. We talked about life and things that really, truly matter. None of this mess we're in. This jiving and juggling. What's it for? To feed our children, I guess. I'm more of a philosophical dock worker. I like to talk about the big picture stuff. who I am, who you are, what we are fighting
Lies.
He means he's not going to tell you cause he doesn't know. But he will shoot his mouth off with you now that you're working for Everard. Who he is and what they're fighting for. This is interesting.
We're negotiating our share. Aye. This stuff, they already covered. Never grateful. Were we ever grateful, we'd have nothing. You fight for every piece. All of it. However, right now we want all the harbor workers to be on the company's board, so they could take part in the decision-making process.
That is not a good idea.
This seditious talk sounds like communism. Just so we're on the same page, communism is basically wanting to kill the rich people or deporting them to a labor camp in southeast Grad. But don't say that out loud if you're a communist.
I think it's best you make up your own mind now that you've met him. In my eyes, he is a capable organizer and a decent businessman. I guess you kind of get to be the village chief. He oversees the harbor, makes deals with the owners or other relevant parties, watches out for his own.
By that, you mean corruption?
By heavens, why would he not be corrupt? We live in a harsh and disordered world, see? And in this world, the old man is corrupt for our benefit, and we know it. Appreciate it even. He is, personally, not too lavish. He is reasonably lavish, sure. That's his prerogative. It's not like you want a saintly demeanor on a corrupt motherfucker. That would be a manipulative illusion. Besides, there are no non-corrupt systems in the world anyway. And moralism is the most corrupt of them all.
Quote of the day.
This man has political theory, and it has not failed him today.
No. I don't think I'm a communist. Seeing something of value and saying I want it all to myself is a much older and simpler notion. No science to it at all. Even a weak child can think it. The only things holding someone back are I can't and I shouldn't. A none of the above kind of man. No harm in being that. Sure, I've had the necessary free time. Fortunately, there's always time.
The look in his brown eyes conjures up an understanding. For him, having command of his time is the most important thing. It all comes together now. The way he speaks about scabs, his general attitude. He's a follower of a 500-year-old Franco-Nigerian Boyadero code, itself an appropriation of Vespertine cool. That of a noble peasant or a traveling herdsman. True to yourself, independent in your actions, loyal to your friends. No. No.
Yeah.
The man sits on the railing, his hands reaching far and wide.
Yeah, the game said, you're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy. Game straight up said, you're not that guy, pal. I'm gonna use the bathroom in a second, hold up. Yeah, I'm gonna use the bathroom. I'm gonna hit like a 2-minute break. Go to the bathroom. Throw a little bit of trash away. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. And we're back. Back again. Thank y'all for hanging around, sticking to it. You know, we made it. Can't believe that we made it. Somebody,
The tear machine stands in the corner. Your bottles clunk into the machine, and a small cabinet on the wall is filled with various...
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something. Okay, here. I hope Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better. Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
It's alright. We got all that money just so we can buy that. So we can make some dumb decisions now. But we gotta pick up more bottles, baby. Because we need more bottles. Let's see. Where do we go from here? Oh. Let's go talk to Renee about those photos.
We are still waiting for a replacement for the bull you sent sinking. Yes, the Debardeurs Union pays me to stand vigil during the night. Not out of any political allegiance, mind you. I'm an old man. Don't sleep more than a few hours every night anyway, and money is tight.
He feels like he has to justify himself for some reason.
She is nobody. This is none of your concern, and I refuse to discuss my private affairs with the RCM.
The lady is Jeanne-Marie Beaulieu, and she sure as hell wasn't a nobody.
Thank you, Gaston.
Yes, it does. Unfortunately, I wasn't working that night. Been on a 2-week leave since last Monday. It's a private matter. Nothing to do with your investigation.
You see, officer, René is the kind of man would rather die than admit he needs medical assistance or, God forbid, sick it. A real man's man is just gonna ride it out.
That is not healthy.
I'm fine, goddammit. Mind your own business.
Oh, we got a heart attack.
It's nothing. Just got to cut back on coffee. No one. The bus has been unmanned since last
Conveniently,
Monday.
it's unmanned. Great.
There's no other guard. It's just me.
Damn.
No one has been guarding the container yard since last Monday.
I mean...
Yes. It's not actually an issue. I mean...
Look, officer. The container yard doesn't actually need a guardsman. Never had one before René. Monsieur Claire had that booth built specially for him. It's mostly decorative.
The possibility of someone being in there is enough to discourage any ill-minded individuals.
Ow, my nose hurts.
Evrard created this job for René because he knows the Royal Carabiniers' pension of honor and PTSD isn't something a man can live off.
Dang.
A decorated Kingsman collecting tear reflects bad on the whole neighborhood. His words.
Look, officer, can we conclude the topic of my... Yes, it does. And no one...
No one...
Yeah,
look, officer. The container...
The possibility of...
Evrard created this job for René because he knows the Royal Carabiniers' pension of honor and PTSD isn't something a man can live off. A decorated Kingsman collecting tear... Oh, I didn't mean to imply there's something wrong with that. I do it too.
You're not wrong, Ali.
Everyone
he
does
is
it.
the type of dude who
It's an excellent
side
side thing.
I said that out loud. It's gonna be really bad in the context.
Yes. Can we conclude the topic?
He is not going to become an entrepreneur.
Yes, yes. Like I said, it would be up anyway, so might as well keep an...
What's this? We're getting reports of normal, reasonable, temperate political opinions somewhere in Martinez. It's also about that, but it's also more. Perhaps it's the hangover. Perhaps it's a temporary surge of serotonin, but something tells you it's time to become a citizen of the Kingdom of Conscience.
Oh, God.
It is not a place. It is a moment in time that can only arise in the right circumstances. In all of human history, it's only been achieved a handful of times. Incrementally, history's greatest catastrophes have been brought about by people trying to make the world a better place too quickly.
True.
That's the genius of Dolores Day. She recognized that progress is meaningless if its gains are lost because of instability. Real, lasting change can only come about gradually, increment by increment.
I agree with that.
The kingdom is difficult to comprehend, partly because humanity will need to discard many of the categories that define and limit it today. The kingdom of conscience is post-capitalist, post-national.
Oh.
It's also post-industrial, post-ideological, and even post-sexual. What you want is immaterial. The kingdom of conscience is coming.
Yeah, I don't want to do that right away. That could be problematic for me down the road. Look at my question. Oh, need a button. See, you got a map in here. I could that one will probably be good. I don't know. My other playthrough, I'm bringing about communism, so my plan is working.
Welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People. My name is Plaisance. Be welcome, and please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space. Sir, don't be ridiculous. I certainly will not. One has to earn one.
Certainly there are good things to be said about dependence.
Oh my, of course. What a man. I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture. Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post doing her job like a proper girl? Wonderful. Did you talk to her? Great. On a scale of...
Her opinion of her daughter depends on how well she lured you into the store.
My precious, her dedication brings joy to my heart. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette.
I have one cable acting up? That'd be terrible. I'm here to dismantle the free market and abolish... Alright.
As a young girl should be, with the proper attitude, she'll have a bright financial future.
The woman before you scans the store, her shoulders rigid and tense.
Then why are you talking to me? Everything is on the shelves to browse. Everything is on the shelves. Take a...
She smiles and nods.
They have a map. I need a freaking map.
This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. There's also a wide range of paranatural literature.
Oh?
Amidst the various books, you find one written by someone named Matthias W. Dundas. It's about wholeness, unity, balance.
Sounds like some yoga shit.
These three things are very important to the working class mind. The point of the book and many others on this shelf, is to give people medicinal advice in situations where they don't have access to paid health services. It serves platitudes while also telling everyone that traditional medicine, the kind people don't have access to and which costs more than this book, is garbage and would only give you cancer anyway, without even curing your cold or anything.
Whoa.
Wholeness, unity, balance, on the other
That's
hand,
that vegan
can basically take care of anything. When it's up to your mind to heal yourself, then it's because of various paranatural books.
Yep, I'm good on that one, homie.
Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board hidden inside the alcove. They're held up by small pins. The board has come loose from one corner. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinez.
I'm sorry, officer. The map of Martinez is the only one available. The other two are not for sale anymore. And besides, you could scarcely afford them. They're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though. That old thing, it's an out-of-date map of a tourist location that never was nor came to be. From when some design studio people tried to spruce the place up 4 or 5 years ago. They also renovated the horse statue, set up those coin-operated viewers, and designed the new street lamps.
The place does not look like a successful tourist trap, does
This is where
it?
the war happened, right?
They didn't get that far, for some reason. A shame the project never got going. Always good to be...
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going to the Interact tab in your inventory.
Thank you for that.
The north coast of a verdant island is shattered by the delta of a river. It is the River Esperance.
Oh, man.
Countless
I
bridges
really
put
need
the
these
shards
maps.
back together, connecting city blocks to river islands. La Delta says a great to the east. Huron. It's somewhere to live. Not bad. Then there's Jamrock. It's so small you can't even... No, this is somewhere to be. This is all you have. But it's still something. Streets and sodium lights, the sky, the world. You're still alive. This large map, Ozon, disintegrating into mathematics. In the northeast, a dust mite stands on the north coast of Caillou, in a bookstore. It's you.
Oh.
The ocean breaks apart into a tangle of coast connections to other worlds. You have little idea what perhaps they are gods. Gods of...
Alright, that was enough. That was enough.
The worn map features the patchwork grid of the streets of Martinez. Your finger moves through the various streets, across Rue de Saint-Ghislain and Rue Saint-Cypar, over Saint-Brun and Martinez North. Finally, coming to a halt on the spot where you are currently standing, although the map gives no such indication itself.
For a more detailed view of the map, go to your journal and select the Map tab.
Hey. Am I Tommy Lee Home? Is that what my name's supposed to be? Oh no, that's Tommy Lee Home. But now I know where everybody's at, so that's good. Wait.
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only. Nothing. Why aren't you browsing the books? Don't you feel compelled to look at the books? You ought to.
She speaks almost as if she's trying to put a spell on you, urging you to buy more books. Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become.
Let's not do it right now. I mean, it's a straight narrative game. Like, that's what it is. But before this version of the game, a lot of this stuff.
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wield rows and rows of Heimdall men. Blur, maybe 100, not even close. Man from Heimdall in hell. Man from Heimdall and the forest of slaves. A twinge at the back of your head makes you flinch. Your hand reaches toward a book with glossy cover art. She's laughing. Between the throne and the Heimdall man lies a bonfire. The display rack before you is burdened under piles of man from here.
Finally, the RNG was on my side. The RNG was finally on my side. It only took us 2 hours and 9 minutes to get in here and do it. I got one last night on my Switch where I had a 17% chance to getting it, and I freaking got it, man. I got it. Alright, leave my quest log real quick. Door behind the greenhouse. You have the key. The door's behind the greenhouse in the yard. A basement door. Wait, really? On Twitch? They got banned for watching it on Twitch? Is that what happened? That's funny. That is funny. I mean, there are definitely some TOS parts. Don't get me wrong. There are definitely some TOS parts. I would not have watched that on stream, for sure. I 100% would not have watched that on stream. I wouldn't recommend anybody watch that.
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island. A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, I am
it's in the
Philip
Discord
III,
already.
The Squanderer, the greatest even by the standards of the Philippian kings.
But Amaranth
Old
talks
sumptuous
about
Philip was known for his
how
profligacy.
she makes $1.5 million a month.
Well,
she's very aware
he blew
about
through
like
the
what she
whole
does
national
and how
treasury,
she's kind of miserable
starting the
at times
decline
about it.
of one of his own maladministration foreshadowed the fall. Stories have it that he called it the Sol Auron. It was obscene. There were whispers he slept on a huge pile of gold-dipped feathers. But wait, you haven't even heard about his fabled cocaine addiction. You see, old Philippe wasn't just good at squandering the national treasury.
She's actually
gold
like
and ceremonial
a really
weaponry.
funny person.
He was also a prodigious snorter of
Like,
nose
it
candy.
sucks that she talks about how she pigeonholed herself to where she had to
Beneath the cold
keep
waters
doing
of
what
the
she's doing to keep her
Insulindian
views
Bay,
and stuff up.
thrown there by the revolutionaries after they cleaned out the royal mausoleum. The original was blown apart by communards, then further damaged during the
I
landing
feel like she's
of the
actually just a
coalition's
normal ass
airships
person.
during the turn of the century revolution.
Yeah, she got a laundromat now.
Was leveled. Most historians think some years ago the statue is supposed to capture the moment it was blown apart. Like people in those critics, Philip III, the Squanderer, however, with his bronze face up in the air, doesn't seem concerned about what the hoi polloi think of him. Not that he ever did in life either. Wow, you work hard. Oh yes, you hustle. You're a provider. It's tough out there, but you keep it real and provide. Look at yourself. You're a human pedometer. You must have walked 200,000 steps down cracked asphalt, mosaic, sand, and linoleum after you re-emerged.
Oh, jeez.
That is the sign of a hustler who never gives up. The world is harsh and people are evil.
I don't blame anybody who does that kind of stuff, by
And
the
you
way.
won't let it break you. You ride. A little. You make money. You got gills, baby. Got those black papers with the faces of the innocents on them. You bring in the Franco Negros and the Solas. It ain't easy, but you do it. Day in and day out. You
She's
didn't
like
make
building
rules,
one.
but you won't lose. You're a cop and a sprinter and a money printer. Sure. And has it been easy? Is life easy? Have you not gone into cardiac arrest? Are you not
I will not
about
say
to
my
have an
thoughts out loud
anxiety
about that
attack
due to
or
this
shoot
being on
yourself
VOD
in the
later, but
mouth? But you still hustle
the head nods
24/7,
enough.
ride or die. Now, are you rich? That's right. You work harder than anyone. You almost rode yourself to the grave and you're still practically a hobo. Why is that? That's right, 100%. Fucking G-Man's got his jam-covered sticky fingers in your pocket, stealing from you every time you buy, sell, walk, talk, fart, so much as sneeze. Aren't taxes almost non-existent in the Gossamer state that is Revachol? You and I both, but they got those indirect modes of taxation. Sales tax, excise duty, extraction tax. This tax that doesn't even have a name. Plus, there's the stuff people in other countries pay for that makes them ask for more money from you here. The Gossamer state's a myth. In total, the coalition government is taking 98% of all your money. What are you not sure about? They're milking your nip. It's all about the tax issue, hustler. No other problem in the world is as pressing as top marginal
Nah,
tax
buddy, it's
rates.
been there.
And
It's
don't
been
you
there.
fucking forget it.
It has been there. You didn't start it. It's always been a thing. It has always been a thing. Ooh. I don't know why I didn't do that one earlier. I wasted so much time on it. What up, Yabe? Sleep. I mean, this game is a visual novel. What up, buddy? How are you? No, that's not. No. She directed some episodes of The Mandalorian, but she did a documentary called Dad. It's like really good, like really good. Where's Ernie go? Behind the greenhouse in the yard, a basement door. Oh, that's water. Yave's gotta rest. Yeah, Yave's gotta rest up because you know we gotta. Yep, we gotta do. Oh, are you? It's a little bitch.
Are you trying to sneak up on me? Come to slit my throat in my sleep?
Got dibs on Corey.
Logic error. She's not sleeping right now.
How are you doing, Yave?
To take me out? Trying to snuff me out? Then why are you sneaking up on me like that? It's
I
not a
watched
good idea to
Annika play
scare
it
me,
a
pig.
couple months ago.
Not a good idea at all.
I should just shoot the child. There's somebody up there, man.
You see a young man on a balcony nursing a cigarette.
I have to be the
His
colonel.
eyes
I'm
have
the
been
main
following you
character.
for a while.
I have to be. I don't have a choice.
Not looking for any trouble, officer. I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
Don't let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of the whole thing.
Is it really that important?
Like a nervous cat, he keeps stealing looks at the neighboring windows.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run. I'd even go so far as to say that the view is a little too good, my dear gendarme. Do you have an estimate of when the body will be taken away?
Colonel Sanders is definitely from Kentucky. That's why it's called Kentucky Fried Chicken.
We will remove the body as soon as possible.
Should we
Now
should we
tell us,
bring in a bucket of
where
KFC
were you last Sunday?
for the KFC stream?
Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you?
It's not close enough.
Wait, is someone else investigating the lynching?
No, not you two. Some more muscular type.
And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman?
Last week?
You did
I don't
Popeyes
know.
to the
Look,
KFC stream?
You didn't answer the question. What were you doing last Sunday?
Oh shit.
I had a friend over.
Oh, you
It was
were-
my Sunday friend.
He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette.
My name? My name is Martin Martinez.
That's definitely not his real name.
No, of course not. I'd even go so far as...
We will remove the...
Oh.
Wait, is someone else?
No, not you.
And when did you...
Last week?
You didn't answer...
It was my Sunday.
He doesn't.
I'd even go...
We will...
Oh.
Wait, is...
No, not you.
And when did you speak to...
Last week? I don't know. Look.
It'll take more than rain to bring this place back to life.
You didn't answer the question.
It was my...
He doesn't reply.
No. We won't. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
RNG, please. Yes.
This isn't the place or time
Yes.
for questions. Who knows who might be watching from the distance, hidden behind the curtains? For a moment, the man on the balcony
I need to
seems
keep
almost
saving.
vulnerable. Something moves in the depths of his feline eyes, compassion and a hint of understanding.
I am sorry, but I really don't have the information you're looking for.
But, hold on, what's that? For a split second, his hand lingers, as though gesturing towards a stone placed right next to the front door. It's a sign.
Good luck with the investigation.
All right.
He's gone.
No, don't do that.
No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. He could be a witness. Him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into that muscular type who's asking about our case. He did leave us a sign. Did you see that? He wanted to draw our attention to that stone right over there. If we find a way inside the building, we can ask around for his apartment.
Alright, so...
A stone, like any other, lying in a whirl of sleet and mud. There's a key beneath it, rusty from the dirt.
This must be for the front door. Pity doesn't have the apartment number on it. This building has many apartments and the man can be in any of them. We'll just have to go in and see.
We got another key, so that's good. Bullet holes? Oh shit.
This must be it. The basement door is weather-worn. The copper nails holding the upholstery in place have turned green from sea air, and there's a knocker shaped like a lion's head. The leather upholstery is worn and rough against your jaw. You don't hear any movement. In fact, it's oddly silent in the yard around you. No birds chirp. You try to be as silent as you can. It takes a bit of rattling of the handle to loosen
I'm
the
actually tense right now, because we gotta open this door.
Finally, the door unlocks with a small clack. Thoughts race through your head.
Alright, we're halfway to a level up, which is good. Bum brain for having a hard hat. Orange bum hat. Oh, beanie's a bum hat? Yo, disrespectful, bruh. Disrespectful, bro. That's crazy. We're going in. We're gonna do it. We're cops. Exactly. This is a bum hat, y'all. I'm wearing a bum hat. I don't have the orange one though. I should buy the orange one for the stream on Friday. Bum hat Bruce. All right.
This is the flag of Revachol, the suzerainty. This isn't just one sun, but there are little suns dancing around the big sun.
A white
this is
suit?
the
Oh,
sevenfold
nah.
sun
I'll wear a white linen suit like I'm in the beaches of Miami.
It's an optical atmospheric anomaly the first settlers saw. Happens in cold weather. 6 small suns around the big one. This complex halo phenomena is how old Revachol got its flag.
Mm-hmm. The tenant is an old-fashioned guy.
This guy's a racist.
By old-fashioned, he means very right-wing. The flag doesn't seem to mind. It's...
What's this other shirt give me?
A row of mugs sits on the shelf. Each one depicts a human figure. A dark-skinned woman grinning amidst mysterious symbols. A broad-shouldered man shoveling potatoes, and others. A little ring. Though cheerful, there's something disdainful in the way the curves and lines of the bodies were drawn. The images betray a lack of interest in human beings. They are merely unflattering caricatures. The owner of these mugs doesn't like people of other ethnicities very much. This person is unhappy. The lieutenant picks up one of the mugs, then puts it back down with a look of disdain.
I'm beginning to feel better about breaking into this man's apartment.
You and me, Kit. You and me both, Kit. Let's quick save in case something happens. What time is it? Oh, it's only 11:30.
Yes? Me? I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation. if you insist. What do you want to know? That's because I'm half Seolite, or quarter. My father's father was from Seoul. So was my grandmother, but from my mother's side. It's not an interesting topic. It's a part of the world, officer. A geopolitical end.
Seoul is a protectionist, isolationist, pan-Isolari state west of the Insulindian Isola. Actually,
you're barking up the wrong tree. I don't speak a word of Seolite. I've never met either one of my grandparents, and I've never been to Seoul. I'm a regular. What do you mean? I have no idea what...
The lieutenant's conceptualization. The lieutenant is a police officer of the old school. But this isn't an old school case.
So what? That makes you the new school? God spare us. For real detective work, nothing beats a good notebook by your side.
The lieutenant produces his small blue notebook and idly thumbs through a few pages. That's where his conversations with himself take place. We all have our different mediums.
Good. Let's change the subject.
Well, the guy had meds and he had a shirt. It was a really good shirt. So still haven't found my badge, nor my gun. Which those are probably the priorities right about now. They did an execution there on that wall. Let's see, what's my book there? I wonder if I go in there with the physical, with the new shirt and everything. Let's heal up just in case. We healed. We're gonna save too before we start. Because every time I try this, I fail drastically. It's fine. Be like that sometimes. These are my tracks, right?
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
Let me get it.
Maybe more than 12. No, 8 pairs of boots have shuffled back and forth in the mud. 1. Standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 46. 2. Standard work boot, steel reinforced toes,
European shoe
number
measurements
44.
for those that don't know what those numbers are.
3. Hobnailed work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 43. 4.
Feet?
Standard work boot, number 45 or 46. 5. Another standard work
Post and
boot,
toes?
steel reinforced toes, number 44. 6. An aberration, light as air, even pace, same make of boot, but number 41. Impossible to tell. Could also have been an adolescent. The gait is undeveloped. 7. The glowing outline of a standard work boot, number 46. But the imprints are twice as deep as the others. The weight exceeds 200 kilograms. 8. And yet another standard work boot, number 44. There's an aberration in the pattern of the sole, however. The right sole is smoother, more worn.
How many? I was pretty off then. I counted 20. I never got the hang of it. Hyperopia. Do you see anything out of the ordinary? 200? Could it be the combined weight of 2 people, one carrying the other who's tied up? Let's say a heavily built worker carrying a similarly built, soon-to-be-dead man.
True.
He might be right. 200 kilograms of living weight is unlikely.
Possibly, yes.
But why?
Yes, they could have used a makeshift stretcher or just march him up to the gallows. Even easier to carry on a stretcher, or between two men. Anyway, it's for future consideration. Interesting. Let's name it the Old Soul. Someone operating a workbench with a pedal? Like a joiner at the harbor. Or maybe a drummer?
He regrets it the moment he says it.
No, it's not. Forget I said it. We are not looking for a drummer. Perhaps it could be a driver. A driver would wear out the right shoe before the left.
True.
The
Very
accelerator
true.
is on the right.
He doesn't seem to hear you, looking south toward the traffic jam instead. The machines are silent. The engines are all turned off.
We should keep our eyes open around the traffic jam. See whether anyone strikes out as a potential suspect. Seems prudent, no? A woman? Or a kid?
I think
Okay. How do you know?
He knows it's hard to discern sex from a person's gait.
Understood. Anything else? A week, maybe? 7 days would fit the time frame provided to us by the caller, who reported the hanging.
It is not impossible.
I pulled last week's forecast for
Did he
coastal
do
Havisham.
this?
7 days below freezing. The day before, the day of his hanging, was the last warm day.
Correct again. Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks in a good state. The commotion here could have taken place a week ago.
Yeah.
What do I think? A mob of
Well, what
people
if
brought
I was
something
part of
heavy
it
to
on
the tree.
accident?
One of them was carrying the victim. They shuffled around, especially under the tree. Then, after hoisting him up, they stood in a semicircle facing his direction. At first glance, this appears to be a lynching.
Indeed. They all stood in a row here and looked at the tree. Yes, everything fits so well. Carried him over, hoisted him up, watched him hang. This is easy. The lieutenant's eyes narrow. In doubt, perhaps. It would be unprofessional of him to be sure of himself at such an...
Either way. What else?
Fuck does Kuno care? The fuck about it? Kuno's fuck imp. Kuno uses the fuck imp for just a couple of pigs.
Yeah, you tell.
Looks like you're a fagari now.
You're testing Kuno's patience here.
Get lost.
Kuno does.
There he still is, looking
72.
right through you
All
with
right.
his white eyes. The
Hold-
body below is
Hold on. Let me quick save real quick. Because we got 72. If
there
I fail
he
this
still
now,
is, looking
the game
right
just hates
through
me.
you
The
with his
RNG
white
just hates
eyes.
me.
The body below is in. As you breathe in, the odor comes over you. It's the smell of the mind telling you to run,
We did
and
it.
your stomach to wring itself empty. With your hands at your sides and your eyes squinting, you stand in it.
We finally did it.
They do after 7 days, yes. We are deep in decomposition here.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enameled boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins, and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength. The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them. Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you. out of place somehow. These are clearly not boots. They're armor, possibly part of a larger set.
Indeed. Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots. Ceramic plate, zirconium dioxide, most likely.
Okay, thank you, Kim.
This is where the make would be. Under the heel, fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff. The locals probably scavenged it. It would be odd if he had more on after 7 days.
It's true.
We should keep a lookout for these pieces. The armor could yield information.
The sabatons dangle off the man's decaying form. Aged, the cadaver slowly twists. The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch.
Brutal.
This is a steel-reinforced cargo lashing belt.
So this
Big
came
brother
from the
of
shipyard.
the regular cargo belt. It's used for tying cargo under 6-rotor airships.
That's crazy.
Airlifting. I thought it was used on lorries for strapping cargo to them. The local harbor uses 6 rotors to shuffle containers around. I get the sense they use whatever was on hand without paying much attention to not incriminating themselves. The brief suggested as much, politically motivated by the ongoing strike. Did you not get a briefing? Then you should ask me the first moment we get. I was afraid it would be. Thin steel wiring, parallel strands. This makes getting him down more problematic than I had assumed. A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around.
Oh, they climbed up there.
That ladder can't carry a grown man. I didn't see any splintering either, did you? I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt to close the buckle.
Yeah, that probably
Could
makes
be.
sense.
The shape of the branch supports the theory. The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt, limbs limp and torso covered in tattoos. An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect,
brutal.
a small white
gross.
star is
Whole
formed
dead
at
body.
their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin.
Ooh.
Their concentration is highest around his heart. His corpse is marked by stars. Alcohol and heartbreak.
Of no nation that I know of. If anything, it reminds me of religious illumination, last or penultimate century. Men who live harsh lives often turn to innocentic worship. But which one? I see no trace of a humanoid figure. I agree.
He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears. Some
Man's
sort
got a
of
whole
camera.
camera?
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
An instant color camera. I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
In case we need it. Yes, it is pretty cool, isn't it?
There is only one ampoule left. Use it wisely.
It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence.
Yep.
The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter, to us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around. Sure, just don't lose it.
The glassy-eyed corpse looks by. His eyes are milky white. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode.
RNG
from the
this one more
organic
time?
processes inside. The corpse is dead silent.
Who is he? He is male, 40 to 50.
The corpse looks right through you as you distance yourself from its stench. Eyes like a shark.
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once his...
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt. The material delicate. These are clearly not boots.
Indeed, ceramic under the heel. Fair weather. It is. It's expensive. We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabulary is
I want to see what happens when I put the option.
In that time, we've lost 6
I know
men
this
to
like going to snap
semi-automatics.
off.
For a full set, about 4 years of wages.
Jesus Christ, it's expensive.
For the northwest region of Revachol, an officer's average yearly income is 5,500 real.
Not too much, yes.
The lieutenant nods, wiping his finger on his sleeve. A small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain cup.
It's anything but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally, from plate to plate, dissipating it entirely. See?
Faint, organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates until there are hundreds of them
I
altogether.
know that Hangman's talking to me.
Like whirls of floorboards.
At a
The
million, you
design
can have
looks
me
organic, influenced by highly
permanently shut down the
resistant raw
stream.
materials like lignum vitae and
Not
ebony
right
grass.
now. We could do one like tomorrow or something.
If trees were made of porcelain, this is what their cross-sections would look like. The smooth, glossy surface fractures into ever more intricate interconnections,
many do
peaking
you
on the
have?
right sabaton, where the whirls are in the shape of a letter and number combination, E50, 100, 1000.
Good. Can you read it to me? We have a make and a number. That's something. We can use the radio in my kinema when we're done. That's for us to find out. My initial report on the area
fuck off,
suggests he
dude.
was a security guard for the harbor company. But that's just hearsay. I agree. This equipment is...
This feels dangerous. Are you sure? The stench fills your nostrils. As you push downward, an ominous creaking sound comes from above.
Stop!
Pig's gonna pull his head off.
Brutal!
You're going to pull his head off.
Do it, homo!
Stop obsessing about your sexual...
Indeed, from this angle, it does...
What are you trying to achieve anyway? Why are you hanging on to that boot? Try what exactly?
If you can't experiment, how will you learn?
I don't think we should do anything just for the hell of it. Besides, there's no way you're getting them off. All the organic matter in his body has been flowing down into the boots. They are fused to his feet now. Why do you think the locals haven't scavenged them yet?
There might still be a way to peel them off, but first the body needs to be down. And second, it would probably be better if the lieutenant wasn't around. The anticipation makes you crack your fingers. Feels...
Processing will take care of them. With the situation in the morgue...
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and extremities blotched pink. As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink. This is a trick. You've done it before. Pink is where the blood settled in the first hours post-mortem.
Yeah.
You can use it to... Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air.
I see it. His neck too. The lividity goes right up his chin. We have good, well-pronounced discoloration here.
The monster comes back into focus, an explosion of color, coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something. Black liquid streams down his thigh and onto his boot.
Oh, you gave us playing Gunfire Reborn.
So, what do you think? Agreed, especially on the neck. The belt acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis supports her hanging. Everything here seems to corroborate that assumption, but we should still get him down before assigning a probable cause of death.
But there is no breath to catch. Only the cadaver filling the air and your nostrils. He slowly rotates before you, decomposing.
So am I.
He doesn't actually think the challenge is unique. He thinks it's frustrating, annoying, and harder than he thought.
The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting the airship strength material. Climb up there and saw the branch? There has to be a less risky way, with less falling down of trees.
Yeah! Bang bang time, pig! Shoot his head off!
How?
Where the buckle ties the rope to the branch. That's a good spot to aim.
Where? Ah, yes, I see. If the shot hits that, there might be a chance to release the belt.
Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain the
I gotta
Kuno
go find
with
my
some
gun.
They'll miss! The pigs will miss Kuno!
I'll blow his head off.
Take it!
Yeah, take the shot. Kuno wants some of that shit.
Silence. With his elbow sharp, the lieutenant unzips his jacket and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks.
He's got it.
Securing it in place. That's a Kiel A9090 Armistice.
He's gonna get this.
Mass-produced muzzle loader. Ascetic, frugal, one of the most common firearms in the world. He then steps back and assumes the fellow's desk position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches. His finger is on the trigger.
He's gonna fucking miss!
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts in the air as the lieutenant steps back and says to himself,
God damn it.
He feels bad about it. About his eyes mostly. Just having bad eyesight. Probably from a young age. Whatever you do, do not console him.
Fucking idiot! Mookabat asshole!
Whoa, whoa.
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
No, we are lucky as it is. We didn't break anything. Any more mistakes could put us in an unfortunate... I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assistance. It's bad as it is. Us shooting firearms like punks. Go ahead. I'm not stopping you. Just don't lose it.
They only have one gun!
'Cause I lost mine.
This is the sorriest pair of pigs Kuno's ever seen.
Yeah, take it, you fucking banana poika!
The cold piece of bakelite and gunmetal
Oh, man.
is surprisingly light.
I need
Your fingers
one
fit
more
right
favor,
through the
RNGesus.
guard,
One more
instinctively
favor.
resting on the trigger.
The fuck are you waiting for, Kuno? Tell him to shoot himself in the mouth!
The buckle comes into focus in your sights. You stand with your feet planted firmly in the ground and
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth? At least you won't miss. Or what? You gonna fuck me? You wanna fuck me, pig?
I agree. Enough gunslinging for today. I suggest we go to the harbor and ask the leader of the Union to help us with the body. I would have preferred us not to owe the Union anything, but we clearly cannot do this ourselves.
Alright. We got a skill point, yeah? Let's boost our empathy again. I'm gonna need it for talking to that one dude. I'm not even tired, y'all. That's the crazy part. We're getting really good, like in the really good parts of the story. So like right now, I'm just like, all right, let's just keep going. Let's keep at it. Oh, let me hit your push-ups real quick. And if you do the thing where you keep on cycling your points, I'm not doing everything. Spell out there right now. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Oh, we did it. Elysum, bitches. Ugh. Get my drink. All right. Let's go here. Oh, quiz log. Talk to Kuno. Well, since we're here, let's talk to Kuno. Let's talk to Kuno about that armor. If he talks, if not, I'm gonna have to kick his ass again.
Fuck does Kuno care? Kuno doesn't.
Let's wait. Cause I need. How? I guess I need to boost my. I'll probably boost my volition. Or something later. Let's see. Look at our map. Let's look at the map. Yeah, talk to Tommy Lee Home again. Did this set of tracks. Those that are white are available to you now. Let's see what Gart wants with this novelty check, man. Watch him get mad at me and be like, what the hell is this? I'm like, dude, I don't know. I'm just the delivery man. I just came here with the package from Amazon, bro. They don't tell me what's in it. They don't.
Can I help you? Yes, have you got it? You must be joking, right? This isn't a game show. I'm not going to accept it. You owe me cold, hard money. I want to see that money in the palm of my hand. Every single cent.
You can cash it in at the local frit near the harbor gates, though it might not be enough to cover it.
A lot. A lot. Like what?
What's in here? Oh, what up,
A
person?
thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. This must be the Whirling's cook. As you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Garancy and Kubek. Okay, it's definitely not his name. Whatever you do, please don't call him Garancy Kubek. Please, it's not funny. The man puts his cup down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air. He smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his pots in turn. It's almost like music, especially with the sounds of assorted dishes.
He was drumming. He was definitely drumming.
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple. You immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue is for mystery.
You do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads? Eccentric. But okay, I suppose we could look into it. As a side investigation.
He's not bothered by your eccentricity. He seems genuinely intrigued himself.
Gart is the person to ask about this. The cafeteria manager.
Alright, Gart, we're here once again asking you questions, brother. What up? I know you hate us.
Can I help you? What thing? Oh, yes, that door, sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's just a door. No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. And I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. It's just a frick warehouse, probably.
Oh?
Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust. Junk and dust.
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing.
Fine, okay, a little.
Come on, Gart.
But
Come
my
to the dark
job
side.
doesn't leave me time for wondering about one locked door in one of the cafeterias I manage. So I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though, after the animals.
Neat.
And I haven't found a key, so good luck with that. What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the Whirling later.
Well, we all know he does not like me one bit, and that's okay. That boy's still dead. Hey, who's this guy? This. Oh, he says he got to spend money to make money, so. That's that guy, that fellow. Yeah, I'm a little too low for the Kumo thing right now, so let's see if our driver can give us a little more information. We're about to hop off here after this next portion. I'm gonna start the conversation. If nothing's gonna come out of it, I'm just gonna pass and go wind down for the evening.
Hello again, my man. What's on your mind?
Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna quick save it. So we're gonna quick save it. And we're gonna do a regular save. So now if I screw up.
Hello again, my man. What's on your mind?
RN Jesus, let it rip.
In his eyes, an unfamiliar longing. Flecks of brown and gold. It's hard to say. His gaze wanders southwest, down the street that goes beyond the horizon.
Excuse me?
A flinch jolts his frame. The question has touched a nerve.
Man, I don't know what to say. not much anyone can do. There's no helping in
Those
absence,
tattoos?
you know. I miss my family. They're all I have. My wife, second kid on the way, waiting all the way in Diora.
Dang.
And here I am stuck in this shit, so far from home.
Man's got a whole family.
Diora of the Seven Seas. It's on the other end of Le Caillou, pretty much, on another island called Laurentide, off mainland. We've got a little place there. Can almost hear my kid laugh when it snows. What's it like? Good. And bad. An ache that brings you joy. I think of them a lot.
Aww.
I dream up these silly scenarios in great
That's
detail
cute.
of living with them. It comforts me. What about you, Cop Man? You missing someone?
Yeah, my dignity.
Is that what it is? This feeling? No, it's scarier than that. You're pursued by a hunter, smelling of apricots and sorrow, and the past.
Yo, Half-Life, chill. Half-Life, chill.
I feel for you, my friend. It's bad enough to know who you miss. Missing like that doesn't feel like it has much of an upside.
Does not.
But, thanks for this. It's nice to talk to someone, and I know it wasn't easy to ask. I hope you find your way through your own troubles.
Alright, I need to get conceptualization. So I need to get a skill point for that. Ooh. And then I can talk to him again. Unless they have items. If they have items for me I could buy. Might be in a good spot. But let me see if she has anything to do to buy to redo something that I messed up on. And if she doesn't, I'm just gonna call it. Woo! Oh, there it is.
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back. The packages are small, discreet, sloppily stacked, making them easier to take unnoticed. No need to
not steal it.
a colorful display.
Again, I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be it. I'm gonna look at my quest log real quick. Oh, let's go over. All right, I think we've done a lot today. So we're gonna call it. I'm gonna send y'all somewhere because we're just every stream we raid somebody. Thank y'all again for hanging out as I play this super narrative-based game. It's not easy. I know it's not easy to watch just people talking and playing games. Let me see one of the homies. Find somebody. Gotta support the fellow small streamer. Actually, I'm gonna send y'all over to Hang Time because PETA, Party PETA streaming for Hang Time tonight. He's playing Apex. He's really good at Apex. So say hi to Party PETA. New to the Hang Time crew. Yeah. Good night, everybody. Thank y'all. My goal is to go for a run tomorrow. And then after my run tomorrow, I should be able to stream. Basically, gotta work all day and then do all this stuff. Say hi to Party PETA and Hang Time. Drop checkaroonies in the chat.